Hello, today we are going to talk about the Kanban maturity model with my group members who are Esra with DİŞAN. First, I want to talk about the outline. First, what is Kanban? Project, products, and portfolio, management with Kanban, Kanban maturity model, Kanban maturity model benefits, capabilities, levels, benefits and outcomes, and also who would benefit from KMM and application of KMM. First, I will introduce with Kanban. Kanban is a lean method to manage and improve work across human systems. This approach aims to manage work by balancing demands with available capacity and by improving the handling of system-level bottlenecks. Kanban consists of 4 principles. Visualize workflow. Visualize your work on a board with cards to present user stories, work in your product backlog. Limit work in process, set a limit on how much work can be in process at a one time in each column. Third one is focus on flow, and the last one is continuous improvement. Now I want to talk about what are the possible difficulties while doing a project. Project and product management, lack of visibilities and synchronization, too many projects workload above capacity, working on the wrong thing, and delays and cost overruns. Now I want to talk about the metrics and governance. No good leading into indicators, measuring the wrong thing, estimation inaccurate, poor decisions, unknown capacity and capability, unclear and changing priorities. Now enterprise agility, fast changing business and market environment, lack of calibration and innovation, misalignment between strategy and project goals, poor customer satisfaction. Now I will talk about what's Kanban maturity model. Kanban maturity model is a process-level improvement model with the Kanban method. KMM can be used to guide a process improvement across teams, departments, or entire organizations. It maps out 7 maturity levels and shows how to successfully deploy the Kanban method to move from one level to another and greatly improve the economic performance of the business. Now I will talk about the KMM benefits. Avoid poor decision-making, effective improvement, pragmatic guidance, risk management, a clear plan for improvement, avoid implementation failure, evaluate your agility, improve market positioning, create a common purpose, and last one, integrate with other models. Now, I will talk about the Kanban maturity model addresses to develop the following organizational capabilities. Relief from overburdening, workforce choice and employee fulfillment, meeting customer expectations, delivering satisfaction to customers, defining and managing organizational identity and purpose, resilience to setbacks and market turbulence, predictable, sustainable economic performance and financial rewardness, organizational agility, courage of decision-making from top to bottom, long-term survival, meaningful, institutionalized change that sticks. The KMM is for business that aspire to superior agility, to deliver fit for purpose products and services, to delight customers, and to provide the security of long-term survival associated with major business that consistently meet or exceed customer expectations. Now, my friend will continue with the lens.
Kanban maturity model have 7 maturity levels. 0 is oblivious. The first one is emerging, second is defined, third one is managed, fourth one managed quantitatively, fifth one is optimizing, sixth one is congruent. At level 0, oblivious, an individual managing her own tasks, focus on finishing work with higher quality, reduce rework, and relief of overburdening. And at level 1, emerging, group of individuals, inconsistent process and results, high workload and stress, collaboration and work starts to be seen as a sequence of services. At level 2, defined, teams are important, and there is emerging definitions of workflow, criteria of prioritization and decision making, and work is still pushed into the system. An initial understanding of workflow is important. At level 3, managed, process, policies, and decision frameworks are defined, and processes followed consistently. It is fit for purpose, and customer expectations met at this level. At level 4, manage quantitatively, consistently fit for purpose, and it focuses on improving economic results. It's develop robustness against unforeseen events, and it has high predictability, and has a capability of reconfigure services. At level 5, optimizing, it is at this level, businesses consistently fit for purpose, and it focuses on optimizing efficiency and improved economic outcome, and it has flexible definition of new services. At level 6, the last one, congruent, business is built to last, and it is congruent and anti-fragile organization across different business contexts. And now my friend will talk about Kanban maturity model.
Hello everyone. As another way of using Kanban maturity model levels, the levels are named respectively as in the image. Oblivious, team-focused, customer-driven, fit-for-purpose, risk-hedged, market leader, built for survival. Let's move on our Kanban maturity level benefits. In Oblivious parts, common benefits for Oblivious and team-focused levels is relief from overburdening. Thanks to this, workers have an advantage of getting things done, improved transparency, less overburdened people. Let's move on team-focused and customer-driven similar benefits such as customer awareness. It will have basic understanding of workflow, demand and capability, improve collaboration and quality of work, greater empathy, managerial coordination. After that, fit-for-purpose level and risk-hedged have similar advantages like meeting customer expectations. These levels include shorter lead time, fast and balanced workflow, predictability, actionable metrics, satisfied customers. For risk-hedged model, there is an advantage of risk management such as quantitative analysis, dynamic scheduling, economically robust. Market leader and built for survival have similar advantages like organizational agility such as reconfigurable shared services, workforce flexibility, perfectionism. And lastly, in level 6, built for survival includes long-term survival. It helps congruent decision making, robust to external changes, capability for reinvention, long-term security. Let's look at the outcomes Kanban maturity level. In Oblivious parts, it has failure to understand the need for a process, faith in the individual to delivery. In level 1, team-focused has emerging process, very inconsistent delivery. In level 2, customer-driven has consistent process, inconsistent delivery. In level 3, fit-for-purpose has consistent process and consistent delivery. For risk-hedged, consistent process, predictable delivery, consistent economics. In level 5, market leader has optimized process, best-in-class delivery, market-leading economics, and the last level, 6th one is built for survival, and it has old business lines retired, new business lines begun, economically sustainable. Let's move on. Who will benefit from KMM? First, the KMM is useful for coaches. It explains practices, values, and cultural aspects to grow and evolve using the Kanban maturity method. KMM has practices related to relief of overburdening to make people collaborative in a team, between teams on the organizational level or in different business lines. It will help coaches to understand where the organization is, where it wants to be, and how to move it forward towards its goal. Secondly, Kanban practitioners can use it as a catalog and reference to the main Kanban method aspects, practices, and principles, and find enough information on how to implement them. And lastly, third one, it will help the middle level managers or products or project managers, service managers, officers, service lines, to find practices to introduce this service orientation in their companies, which is fundamental for business agility. Let's move on to the application part. We have two examples about our application. The Kanban maturity model makes it easier to implement the method at a large scale with greater confidence in a successful outcomes. The 2-year-long experience of the finance area of BBVA with the Kanban maturity model, guided by Teodoro Boseva, and shows the promising results of a 28% drop in management overhead in their internal finance division. Another case study tells us a successful story for Vanguard's Kanban maturity model implementation. Vanguard is one of the world's largest investment management companies. The KMM implementation resulted in 40% out of 24 teams, all of which were started with Vanguard's default Scrum method that decided to switch to Kanban. Nearly all these Kanban teams exhibited flow metrics that outperformed almost all Scrum teams. At the teams level, system lead time and cumulative flow improved dramatically for the post-Scrum Kanban teams. The KMM implementation resulted in evident acts of leadership at every level. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening.